Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ankush from Alif Consulting. Welcome in Microsoft Ignite update video. In this video, we will be going to talk about all the security updates which are released into the Microsoft Ignite event. Well, here are the updates. So all of these updates or enhancement was basically released in the Microsoft Ignite update, right? So let's quickly jump into the deep dive and understand how these updates is going to help our customer to enhance and optimize or secure their security inside the Azure environment or Office 365 environment, right? So the first update which we have is Microsoft Defender for Cloud add a new protections for comprehensive security, right? With these new capabilities for Microsoft Defender for Cloud will help organization to strengthen their cloud security posture, extend threat protection across the workload and integrated cloud native security across hybrid and multi-cloud environment. These updates are Microsoft's latest steps to make Defender for Cloud a comprehensive cloud native app protection platform. And the new capabilities are Microsoft for DevOps, basically a new solutions that provide the visibility across the multiple DevOps environment to centrally manage DevOps security, strengthen the cloud resource configuration in the code, and help prioritize remediation for the critical issue in the code across multiple pipelines and the multiple environment. Next capability which we have is Microsoft Defender Cloud Security Posture Management, which is also known as a CSPM. This solution available in Purview will build on existing capability to deliver the integrated insight across the cloud resources, including the DevOps and runtime infrastructure and external attack surface, and will provide contract contextual risk-based information to security team. The third update which we have is Microsoft Cloud for Security Benchmark, a comprehensive multi-cloud security framework is now generally available with Microsoft Defender for Cloud as a part of the free cloud security posture management experience, right? The next update which we have is expanded workload protection capability with Microsoft Defender for Server will support agent scanning in addition to the agent-based approach to the virtual machine in Azure and AWS. Defender for Server P2 will provide the Defender vulnerability management premium capabilities. Microsoft Defender for Container will expand multi-cloud threat protection with agentless scanning in AWS Elastic Container Registry, right? So these updates are basically currently in a preview, but soon be going to be available in the general availability. The next update which we have is we have a limited time of a period or limited time to save a cost on Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. So Microsoft have a limited time of sale with the 50% off on the Defender for Endpoint with P1 and P2 plan, and with this one organizations are allowed to do more and spend less by modernizing their security with leading endpoint protection platform. The third update which we have is Microsoft 365 Defender now disrupt ransomware at the machine speed, right? So Microsoft 365 Defender now automatically disrupt ransomware attack. This is a possible because Microsoft 365 Defender collect and correlate signal across the multiple endpoints, identities, emails, documents, and the cloud apps into the unified incident and use the breadth of signal to identify the attack earlier with the high level of confidence, right? So time is a crucial in or a critical in the ransomware attack, and now Microsoft 365 Defender can automatically contain affected assets such as an endpoint or a user identity. This helps stop ransomware from spreading laterally, which can which can reduce the overall cost of an attack while improving a customer resiliency to recover. The security operation team stay in a full control of investigation, remediation, and bringing the asset back online once they are returned to the healthy state. So this is a new capabilities which we have is with the M365 Defender. The next update which we have is for endpoint management. So Microsoft will launch the advanced management suite in March 2023 as a new cost-effective premium endpoint management plan. With the plan to build the new premium capability into the cloud, Microsoft is also announcing the Microsoft Intune in a new name for expanding the family of endpoint management product. Microsoft Configuration Manager will be remain as a part of that product family, right? Additionally, Microsoft is adding or announcing the individual add-on solution to the Microsoft Intune and upcoming bundle suite for solutions, and those are including like Microsoft Tunnel for Microsoft Mobile App Management will release in January as a second add-on and will be included into the scope of further or future bundle. The next is Endpoint Privilege Management, which is in preview, will launch at the same time as a Microsoft Intune suite. This capability will allow IT to set policies to dynamically standard user with admin permission, removing the barrier to productivity while reducing the risk of attack on the users and admin privilege. Microsoft Intune suite also will include a way of reducing the risk of vulnerabilities by keeping app up to date. Combining the power of Microsoft Defender with Microsoft Intune will help identify and remediate potential vulnerabilities with automated app patching of a add-on, right? This should also include will also include the capability that reflect Microsoft deep investigation in intelligent automation and data insight, as well as the enhancement to the existing remote help for Windows capability, right? So these are the new endpoint management updates basically are there specifically for Microsoft Intune product or Microsoft Configuration Manager. The next update which we have is Microsoft Entra Identity Governance are currently in preview. As we know, Microsoft Entra Identity is the new tool which has been released by Microsoft. So that is currently in preview and will help organization to ensure that right people have a right access to the right resources at the right time. Right. This release will deliver a comprehensive identity governance product for both on-premise and cloud-based user directory. And this tool basically will help organization to simplify operations, support regulatory compliance, and consolidate the multiple identity point solution, right? The additional announcement for Microsoft Entra includes, right, workload identity and identity and access management solution that manage and secure the identity for digital work such as the app service and control the access to the cloud resources. And this will be something this going to be in a journal availability in the November 2022. Certificates based authentication, which is also known as CBA, a key multi-factor authentication method that meet the US executive order on the cybersecurity is now in preview. This will enable customer to adopt easy deployable uh, phishing resistant authentication with the improved user experience for identifying the certificate authentication factor. The next update is conditional access authentication strengths, which allow admin to require a specific authentication method based on the resource with the authentication strengths. Admin can use right multi-factor authentication for right resource like phishing resistant MFA for the most critical resources. So these are the new updates or basically which has been there into the Microsoft Intra identity governance, right? The next update which we have is for Microsoft Audit search releasing faster reliable search. So this is an update to the Microsoft Audit search is now generally available for both E3 M365 E3 and E5 customer. This revamped the search tool built on the similar UI that currently enable searching across the critical audit log to understand the user actions and gain the insight into the security of the company data. With the launch of new search, user can run 10 concurrent audit search jobs and review the progress percentage, results, number and job status of all of from the UI. Historical search job results are stored for 30 days and can be accessed after the completion, right? Additionally, user can filter and export this data. The browser window can also be closed while search being completed. So these are the new audit search specifically for M365 or E365 customers are available. The next option which we have is for e-discovery feature to support the modern collaboration. So many customers often consider sharing a document or cloud attachment as a form of communication and therefore are required to preserve and make that content discoverable, right? While user benefits for quickly sharing the file for visibility and the collaboration, this practice has been challenging for e-discovery and legal professional to help customer effectively meeting their organization regulatory obligations. For discovery, e-discovery premium will support ability to discover the version of document at the time that will be shared. This will help ensure the correct document information is available to the e-discovery process. This update is currently in preview, right? And Microsoft Preview e-discovery premium is now includes capturing reaction to specified team messages and conversation with e-discovery collection, right? And what are the updates are, see who reacted with what reaction, thumbs up, heart, laugh, etc, to the what message at the what time, to understand who know what when. For user on a legal hold, see reaction to the edit or deleted message as well. So these are the new capability which is there. So the next update which we have is for Microsoft Preview data lifecycle management. So what that mean is it simplify the data governance, right? So what that mean is comprehensive security requirement, a proactive approach to the data protection and governance with the increase in the hybrid work, right? Microsoft know the user want to balance modern security with modern collaborations. The newest innovation in the Microsoft Preview data lifecycle management are designed to help address the challenges within the focus on the Microsoft Teams data governance and extended extensibility, right? So what are the feature has been included with this data governance, retention labels. Now user allow users to apply the data governance while they do their work. Now generally available, user can apply the data retention and deletion policy directly in the file tab into the within the Microsoft Teams. Retention share version, this feature will help compliance officers to meet the financial services regulations and will also keep CISO conduct internal investigations. User will be able to retain the exact version of a file share as a link into the Microsoft Team message or the email, which connect the context of the message within the file version viewed by the person, right? But this is currently in preview. The next update which we have is customizing Microsoft Preview data lifecycle management, a power automated integration with Microsoft Preview data lifecycle management will help customer to build a custom process to end of a retention period to meet their requirement, right? Like notifying the user before deleting the data or required an approval, right? The next update which we have is Microsoft Graph APIs now in preview. Microsoft Graph APIs will allow users to manage the retention level and event-based retention. This API will allow organizations to connect other systems to the Microsoft Data Preview Lifecycle Management. So this is the new data governance or simplify the data governance with Microsoft Preview Data Lifecycle Management. Right. So the next update which we have is for insider risk management feature have a new capability. So insider risk management is the Microsoft Purview solution designed to help organization to identify and manage the insider risk. To help user to detect, prioritize and investigations risk, Microsoft is introducing a new feature which are discussed in a new report that help customers think about insider risk in a holistic manner, right? So what are the new features are there? Enhancements to triage and detect capabilities, integration of insight, risk management, and communication compliance, insights of action by potential high impact users, improved analytics, assessment, insights. So these are the new capabilities for insider risk management feature. Okay, so the next update which we have is for data, right? So safeguard sensitive data with extensible data protection, right? Several updates are in preview for Microsoft Purview, are designed to help the user to safeguard the sensitive data or material across the app, platform, and cloud using the extensible data protection, which include authorized printer. This allow user to create a group of printer device and designate the restrictive action for the each group within the data loss prevention policy in Microsoft Purview data loss prevention. Authorized USB. So with this, user will be allowed to create a group of USB devices and designate the restricted access for each group with DLP policy. User can create authorized or unauthorized group for the USB device based on the number or serial number and allow copies of the document to the certain group of the USB device and block other, right? Authorize network share path. Again, user will be able to create a group of network share path and designate restricted access for each group within the DLP policy. The next update which we have is network location as a condition. So user will be able to put the network location as a condition in DLP policy. Uh, the last update which we have is sanctioned or unsanctioned site group for different sensitive file. With this capability, user will be able to create group of service domains and manage the restrictions for group within the DLP policies, right? So these are the new updates which is there for safeguarding the sensitive data with extensible data protection under the Microsoft Purview, right? So the next update which we have is for again Microsoft Purview information protections, help users to discover, classify, protect, and manage the sensitive informations, right? So as we know, Microsoft Purview information protection is a solution that help users with sensitive information. New feature of Purview information protection make it easy to discover, classify, protect, and manage content across the multiple environment and include out of box trainable uh, classifications. This will include over the 20 classifier to quickly discover and auto classify more than 30 type of sensitive content in various category. Credential sensitive information type. This provide more than 40 type of SITs to enable auto classification of the sensitive credentials to protect Azure and the other multi-cloud resources for cyber attack. A third update which is there is co-authoring the encrypted document, which means multiple auditor can edit a labeled and protected document to ensure secure collaborations and improve productivity on the mobile device. This feature is currently in generally available. Manual application and editing. Sensitive data levels are natively integrated within the Adobe Acrobat, allow users to manually label and edit the files, right? So this feature is currently generally available. The next update which we have is level protection. So level protections apply on the Office document will remain when they're converting it to the PDF into the Word file, Excel, and the PowerPoint on the PC for Windows, providing the consistent labeling across the file type and improved ease of use. The next update which we have is new Office built in the feature. New feature will include more visible sensitivity bar and the SMIME encryption in Outlook emails and user defined permission to restrict the access to the domain name. The final update which we have is Azure Information Protection Scanner Domain Experience. System admin will be able to use a single compliance portal to configure the scanner of on-premise repository, have the result of displayed into the Activity Explorer and the Content Explorer for analyze and configure the DLPs and label of policies for Azure Information Protection Scanner, right? So this feature is currently in Purview. So these are the updates basically which is there for Microsoft Purview Information Protection, which is going to be help users to discover, classify, protect, and manage the sensitive information. So next update which we have is for Microsoft Sentinel. So the Microsoft Sentinel help user to see and stop the threat across the enterprise, right? A major benefit of Microsoft Sentinel is ability to search across uh, a vast amount of security data quickly and easily stop the breach in fast, cost-effective manner. With the new low-cost options for ingesting and archiving the data, which is now in generally available, customer can collect and search the data across all the data into the Microsoft Sentinel. Basic logs is designed to ingest the high volume data from source to correlate and investigate an incident. Archived log offer low cost long-term storage that is researchable for up to 7 years. Log store enable restoration of the logs for high performance interactive investigation queries as needed. Additionally, with Microsoft Sentinel migration modernization program, customer can get guidance, resources, and expert help to simplify and accelerate the migration of their security information and event management SIEM solution to the Microsoft Sentinel. Now we have a latest update into the Microsoft Network Security, strengthen security and increase agility, right? So what are the update we have? Low cost IP protection option for Azure DDoS protection, right? What that means is IP protection is now in preview is a small and mid-sized business will allow provide enterprise grade protection at the affordable price point. Customer will be able to able will have flexibility to enable the DDoS protection on an individual public IP to defend against the DDoS attacks, right? IP protection is cost effective and provide the enterprise grade capabilities such as the adaptive real-time policy tuning, detailed attack analysis, and service level agreement guarantee, right? So these are the new update into the Azure network security, right? So the next update which we have is confidential virtual machine option across the Azure, right? So as we know, the confidential virtual machine is a very important part of how you manage the security, right? So we have a new confidential machine options across the uh, multiple services, right? So we do have a new confidential virtual machine node pool for AKS, where we can use confidential VMs based on third gen AMD EPYC processor with secure encryption, virtualization, secure nested paging. This is currently generally in preview, right? And these confidential node pool on AKS enable a seamless lift and shift of the Linux container workload to the Azure. Okay. Okay. So the next update which we have is for confidential virtual machine option for Azure virtual desk, sorry, Azure virtual desktop. What that means is the this confidential virtual machine now can be run on the Azure virtual desktop, where we can use this third gen AMD EPYC processor with SCP SNV technologies, which support the hardware-based encryption and use the encryption key generated by a dedicated secure processor inside the AMD processor. Right. So these are the new capability which is there for the Azure Virtual Desktop. The next update we have is for SQL Server on Azure VM. Now we can run a SQL Server on Azure VM by using the same processor, which is third gen AMD EPYC, and which provide us to run the confidential computing on the on the Azure, and we can store our sensitive data or secure data on the SQL Server, right? So these are the new updates for the confidential virtual machine options which are available, where we can use our confidential virtual machines with AKS, virtual desktop, and the SQL Server on the Azure VMs. right? Well, that's it in this video. I hope you like this video. If you like, please click on like and subscribe for more upcoming videos, and feel free to reach us if you have any questions, right? Thank you.